lesson for this 6 weeks, we are going to be pulling together the research that you did last time with your graphic organizer. We're going to take all of those facts and combine it with the Google skills that you've been practicing and do a research project. Now, I really want you to take your time with these. And because of that, this project is actually going to extend over the next 2 lessons. So you're going to have the entire week to take your time with it and really pull it together. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we're going to get this project done. The first thing you're going to need is this sheet. Remember, this was your animal research graphic organizer that you filled out in the last lesson. So make sure it's either saved in Notability, or if you have the paper version of it, that you have it in hand. Here I am in the Library Schoology course going into this week's folder here. And you'll notice that the days, rather than being separated, are together. That is because we have double the time to work on this. It's actually going to be the entire week of your library to focus on this research project. And after watching the video, you'll see number 2 here is the Google Slides Animal Research Presentation. But before we take a look at that, I want to point out this purple folder called Research Websites. And you'll notice all of these links are the same links that we had last week for our research. Pebble Go down here at the bottom, and then these other ones here. So if for some reason as you are completing your final presentation and you realize you don't have enough facts on your graphic organizer, you can always head into any of those websites. Those are all really great sources to grab more information about your animal. Right there in that purple folder. Okay, let's head into Google Slides Animal Research Presentation. And it'll take a second to load here. So the very first thing you need to do is, this is a Google Drive assignment here, so you need to click My Document first. Okay, now you should automatically see it link down here. If you do not, you can see this student needs to connect here. So I'm going to connect in as this student and say allow, so it gives access. Okay, so there it goes. It took just a second, but now this is what we want to see. We want to see that Google Slide icon. If for some reason yours did not connect, like I was able to do this, students here, you could click this link up here that says can't see your document, click here. And of course, you can always reach out to me too. I can even log in as you and get it connected for you if you're having trouble, okay? All right, so let's head in and take a look. And we want to choose Open in App. So remember from our last assignment here, you do need to have Google Slides downloaded and signed in order to be able to open in the app. Okay, it's taking us over to Google Slides now, and it's making a copy for you. Okay, so now you can see that we have 8 slides total here. So again, don't be overwhelmed as you're looking at this. I'm going to walk you through it together and you'll have the week to work on it. So you'll notice here that the main purple frame here, this is the main slide. But you'll notice that over here, I put these little yellow stickies just to kind of give you some tips on a couple of things. So first off, it says all about your animal. Well, we want to change that to your actual animal. So double tap in that box and backspace out and put it in all caps like how they had it here. There we go. Okay, now it says insert photo of your animal here. So you're going to put it right over top of this little box right here. Now, let's take a look at the note I put for you. To add an image, first visit Safari and search Google Images. Now, remember when we were in Google Docs, we could easily just search right in and find those images of our candy. Unfortunately, we can't do that in Google Slides, the app. We actually have to go out and find the images and save them. So let's read the directions here. It says, first visit Safari and search Google Images. Save the photo by holding down on it and choosing Save to Photos. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to go to our home screen here and into Safari. Let's search koalas. And I want to make sure I'm searching images over here. Okay, so now as you find an image that you like, I love this up close one that he's looking right at us here, so I'm going to try that one. So what I'm going to do, I'm holding my finger on it, and then I'm choosing Add to Photos right here. Okay, so I'm going to double tap to toggle back to slides. Back into that assignment here. And let's look at the rest of the sticky note. Click the plus sign and choose Image, then choose from Photos. Okay, so that's right up here, the plus sign. There's Image from Photos. And the first time you use this, it may ask for access to your camera. Make sure you say, okay, all right, there's that image that I saved right here. Okay. So if I want to make it smaller, I can't just pinch it with my fingers. Notice all these little blue boxes. You really want to grab from the corner. The corner ones will make it smaller. The side ones will change the height and width of it. So I'm going to grab this top corner one and I'm just going to bring it in and just drag my finger in. I think that looks good. So there we go. Cover slide is done. All right, let's look at slide number 2 here. Slide number 2, physical features. So this is what it looks like. Now notice there's a lot of different elements here that you have to fill out this table. So right here for the size, describe your animal's size. So whatever information you got here, maybe it gave you a height or a length or a weight, you're gonna put that information in there. Body covering, so you're going to describe in here what it would be. I know for mine in Pebble Go, it said thick fuzzy gray fur. So I would double tap in here, backspace all of that out, and I'd type that right in there. Thick, comma, fuzzy, comma, gray fur is what I had on mine. And then this one, you may or may not have this information. Movement, describe how your animal moves and any special body parts that help it move in that way. So remember, if you don't have that on your graphic organizer, if that's something you didn't read last time when you were researching them, you could go back into Schoology in that purple folder and look for more information. Okay, so those 3 parts you would fill out here. Then down here, unique characteristics. It says describe any other unique or interesting physical features of your animal. So I know right off the bat, I read for this one that koalas are marsupials and have pouches that they can hold their babies in. So I could double tap right in here and type that fact in there that they have pouches. Okay. Now, insert a photo of your animal here. So now we want a new photo. We really want to make sure that this photo really ties in with the physical features, that we're able to see these things I talked about. I can even put one here because I talked about the pouch, that I can insert a photo here. And I also have that sticky note, just like on the first slide, that shows you exactly how to do it. You would head back into, actually, you probably still have it open like I do. You would head back into Safari here, and you would go ahead and find one that you thought really matched and showed all those different kind of characteristics right in there. Okay, and again, as soon as you find one that you liked, you would hold down on it and add to photos. Okay, let's go back. All right, slide 3. Habitat. Describe your animal's habitat. So this is where you would describe where your animal lives. And you can see here another photo needs to be inserted. It could be of the animal in their habitat. So I could try to find one of them up in the eucalyptus trees where they live. Or it could also be a photo of their habitat. The koala doesn't necessarily have to be in it. And then here's where I would probably have to dig a little bit deeper because I know they live in Australia, but I don't necessarily know the climate. That's like what the temperature is like there. What plants and animals are there? So I know eucalyptus trees are there because that's one thing that they eat. Oh, and predators. Do you know your animal's predators? If not, you may need to look that up as well to do a little bit more research. Okay. This next one is a fun one. This is the map slide. So if you use Pebble Go, remember they had that range map. It says list or describe areas of the world where we might find your animal. And I know from my research that my animal is from right here, Australia. Let's look at the sticky note I left for you. It says click the plus sign and then choose shape. Draw circles around areas of the world where you might find your animal. Be sure to make your circles transparent. All right, let's go through that together. I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to go to shape and choose a circle. All right, and there we go. I'm going to put it right where I want it here. But you can see that it is gray. It's covering it up. So I'm going to head right over here to the ink and tap it. And you can see right now that it is gray. I'm going to choose no color. No color actually makes it transparent. So see right there how now I can see through it. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to head to this next button over here. That's the line. I'm going to actually make the line, instead of black, I'm going to make it red. And I'm going to come over here to the size of my border here. And it's only one, I'm going to bump it up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And slide that right where I want it here. Perfect. So there we go. That's all you have to do on that one. You're just circling where your animal can be found. Okay. Diet. Insert a photo of common food that your animal eats. So here's where you really get to focus on if your animal is a carnivore or an herbivore. If it's a carnivore, it might eat lots of meat. So you may have lots of pictures of different rodents or things. But for mine, it just eats eucalyptus leaves. And all the research I looked at, it said that everywhere, that different types of eucalyptus leaves. So what I would do is find some different photos of that. So I could even go into Safari here and oh, there we go, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus. And I'm gonna showing some fake ones. So I'm gonna say trees. Okay, so there's an example of a eucalyptus tree. I could put that one in. Maybe I can even look for one that has just the leaves, like a close-up of the leaves. These aren't really real. Well, that one is. There's real photos there. Okay. And now I'm ready to add those in. So you can see for mine, it's okay for mine, they only listed one. So it's okay to add a couple different variations of photos in here. So hit that plus sign, add the image. Oh, and you can see there is a little label down here too that you can label it. Eucalyptus leaves. And move it up a little bit smaller here. There we go. I'd look for another version here. Maybe one, I could add a third photo of them actually eating it too. And then about your animal's diet. So down here, I would type that they like to sit in the trees and eat the eucalyptus leaves, and that's how they get their water too. Anything like that I can include. And then this little sticky note here just shows you exactly what I did. It's just a reminder on how to add those images. Okay. All right, fun facts. So this is 3 fun facts that you'll just type in there. And the last box here is your favorite thing. So this is an opinion one. This is not research-based. I'm just curious, what is your favorite thing about your animal? Do you like that they are so ferocious? Do you like that they are unique? I would probably say for koalas, I love that they just look so cute and cuddly. They just look adorable. So I'd probably say something about how they look. Slide 7 is just for fun. This is photo collage. It says fill this page with at least 2 photos of your animal. So I could actually go in and I could even repeat some if I wanted, like both this one and another one. Here we go. And then again, just grabbing in those corners, tapping and grabbing and dragging your finger in the corner there. You could even like turn it a little bit if you wanted to. See how I grabbed that? I grabbed that top circle and I'm just dragging with my finger. Okay. So include at least 2, and then you would want to get rid of that box right there. So it looks nice. Okay, so that's for fun. Find some fun photos. Now remember, this is research too. We don't want like silly ones or cartoon or clip art or memes or anything like that. We want to make sure that it is actual photographs, that somebody could look at this research presentation and they could actually learn from them. And in the past, I've used some of the 3rd and 4th grade research for our kindergartners to look at and learn, kindergarten and 1st graders to learn about these animals. Okay, so final slide, slide 8, list your print and digital research sources here. So in this box, you would want to list your sources. So I would say PebbleGo was the one that I used. And put a bulleted list there. If you only used PebbleGo like me, that was the only website you have, then all you need to put is PebbleGo. But if you did have to search any other information, went to any other websites, National Geographic Kids, or if you did have to go to Safari, make sure in Safari's not a source. It's just a place that finds other sources. So make sure you pay attention to what you're clicking on there. Okay, so then we would go back through, we would double check and make sure that all of our slides are all filled out and it looks really nice with all of our images and everything. And then from there, we would head back to Schoology, to this screen right here. And nope, that doesn't look right. So let me head back in. Guess I just needed to refresh this page there, my document. So once it is completely done, don't forget to hit this button right here, submit assignment, so I know it is fully done, okay? Please don't hesitate as you are working through your presentation over the next, you actually have till the end of the week to turn this in. Don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need any help working through it. I cannot wait to see your animal research presentations. I hope you have fun with it. I hope you have fun finding those images and pulling them in. And not only learning about your animal, but just learning a lot about how to edit in Google Slides too.